Quran says in Surah Furqan, chapter number 25, verse 53, that it is He who has let free two bodies of flowing water, one sweet and palatable, the other salty and bitter. Though they meet, they do not mix. There is a barrier which is forbidden to be trespassed. Quran repeats the message in Surah Rahman, chapter 55, verse number 19 and 20. Marjal Bahraini al-Taqyan, Bainam Barzakhun la yabghiyan. It is He who has let free two bodies of flowing water. Though they meet, they do not mix. There is a barrier which is forbidden to be trespassed. Previously, the commentator of the Quran, they used to wonder, what does the Quran mean by saying that two waters meet? They knew there were two types of water, one salty and the other sweet. But they couldn't understand what does the Quran mean by saying these two types of water meet, but there is a barrier which is forbidden to be trespassed. After science has advanced, we have come to know recently that whenever one type of water flows into the other type of water, whenever salt water flows into the sweet water, it loses its constituents and gets homogenized into the water it flows. This transitional homogenizing area, this area today scientists call as transitional homogenizing area, this Quran refers to as barzakh, an unseen barrier. Imagine what the scientists, the oceanologists have discovered recently. The Quran describes 14 years ago and says that sweet and salt water, they meet, but they do not mix. There is an unseen barrier, or barzakh, which is forbidden to be trespassed. And this can be seen with your naked eye, even in South Africa. If you go to the southernmost tip of South Africa in Cape Town, and you go to the Cape Point, or the Cape of Good Hope, you find the two types of waters meet, the salt and the sweet water, and you can see the barrier with your own eyes. They meet, but they do not mix. The similar phenomena can be seen in Egypt, when River Nile flows into the Mediterranean Sea, when the sweet water falls into the salty water. And the best example is the Gulf Stream. It starts from the Gulf of Mexico, passes on the east coast of North America, goes eastward towards the west coast of Europe. It travels for thousands of miles. And if you're traveling in a ship and pick up water from one side and pick up water from the other side, you'll find that one water is sweet, the other is salty. Even the temperatures between these two water differs. Let's discuss the subject of biology. The Quran says in Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 30, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ